So when I was growing up, I was always jealous of kids that I perceived to have it easy, that had money, that had parents, that weren't divorced. But what I've come to realize is that when you grow up with adversity and struggle, it forces you to mature and grow up a little bit faster because you need to survive. Being a man has less to do with your chronological age and more about your mindset and your daily habits. Today, what I want to actually do is go over a few things that turn boys into men. Now, little disclaimer, if you have like super tender, fragile feelings, I don't want you to watch this video because I may say some things or it may strike a little bit too close to home and I don't want to offend you, but some of you probably need to hear what I'm about to say. Number one is you stop doing self-destructive shit, and that includes drinking in excess. I know that your friends may be doing it, which actually brings me to the second thing that turns boys into men, and that is getting rid of the losers in your life. If you ever expect to become a man of confidence, of means, of success, you gotta not hang out with these losers. Now, I'm not saying that they're not great friends or they're not good dudes, but if you surround yourself with people that aren't going anywhere, they're going to hold you back. They're gonna drag you down, and you are never gonna break free. Men have better friends. They also have better wardrobes, or I should say they dress better than boys. One of the things and a sign that you are a man is when you start dressing respectably. A lot of boys dress sloppy, they also dress young and youthful. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, but unfortunately, when you dress like a little boy, you're not going to be taken seriously. When you start upping and elevating your style and your aesthetic, it's almost instant in terms of other people viewing you as more mature, more masculine, and definitely more confident. Number 4, men have bedtimes, right? Now, when you're young, right, you hated a bedtime. Mom, I don't want to go to bed, I want to stay up, right? Because you're worried you're going to miss something. But as you mature as a man, you understand that A, you're not missing anything, and B, that if you don't get a great night's sleep, you're not going to feel as good. You're not going to be as successful. You're not going to look as good. You're also not going to kick as much ass. Men get sleep, boys stay up late. Men take care of the temple, as in their body. They're super sexy, godlike physique, because if you are somebody that isn't lifting weights, you're not exercising, unfortunately, you're never going to be as good as you could be. You're also not a man, in my opinion. Men take care of their bodies, but it also is more than just what meets the eye. Men also understand that it's about the food that you're eating, which brings us to the next thing that boys do that men don't, and that is eat like shit. Men understand the importance of eating high-quality food. If you're eating a diet that's high in crap and processed nonsense, there's no way that your body looks good. You're also going to do a disservice to your health long-term. Men eat healthy, boys eat crap. Now, you're like, yo, Alpha, I don't want to spend a ton of time in the kitchen. I don't really know how to cook. Can you help me? Technically, I can't, but Factor, today's video sponsor, absolutely can. So Factor, their slogan says it all. Fitness starts with food. Guys, there's a reason why Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Actually, there are a bunch of reasons why Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. All right, so number 1, the meals come pre-made, right? Nothing frozen ever, right? They come delivered direct to your door. You get them, you take them out of the box, you put them in the fridge, and then when you're ready, boom, you take one out, bang, in the microwave, 2 minutes. That's it. Boom, they're quick, they're easy, and they are absolutely delicious. And the other thing that I love is that they are nutritious. Now, the way that it works, guys, there's a link down below this video. You go and basically you select the type of meals that you want. Now, for me, I go calorie smart. Each and every meal is under 550 calories. But they also have keto, they've got vegan and veggie, they've got protein plus, and they've got chef's choice. Now, for me, like I said, I go calorie smart. All of the meals that I get are under 550 calories. So, once you've selected the type of meals, then you basically pick how many you want. You can go 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, or 18. Now, for me, I go 6, right? Because Factor's what I like to do for lunch every day. I used to have to make and prepare all my meals. Now with Factor, it takes all of that away. The other thing that Factor does, it saves you time and it saves you money. Instead of having to go to the grocery store and waste time and then buy a bunch of stuff and then not use all of it and waste money, Factor, everything is done for you and it's delivered fresh to your door each and every week. Factor's also faster, more affordable, and more delicious than takeout. Go with the mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice. Take it out, boom, right there, microwave, 2 minutes. Check it out, mushroom chicken thighs with wild rice and garlic roasted green beans. Total calories is only 520 calories, but the moment of truth, dude, Dude, I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love Factor as much as I do. I'm obsessed. It makes eating healthy, clean food easy, accessible, and super affordable. But it gets even better. Guys, if you're ready to give it a try, there's a link down below this video. Head to factor75.com or click the special link. Use the promo code AlphaM50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. That's Factor75, link in the description. Use the code AlphaM50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Another thing that Factor helps you with is the next thing that turns boys into men, and that is being self-sufficient. Whether or not it's cooking, whether or not it's laundry, whether or not it's ironing. As a man, you know how to do these things. I'm not saying that you have to do it, but you know how to do it. If your significant other is so kind as to do it for you, that's fine. But just don't be a little boy who doesn't know how to do his laundry. Being financially stable. Now, this one we got to talk about. Right, so when I was growing up, and then when I became like an adult, I still didn't have a lot of money, but I started to make a plan, and that's really the takeaway. The difference between boys and men are that men have a financial plan. They make a budget. They stick to a budget. They don't overspend. They have the ability to delay gratification. Delayed gratification is having the ability to push down the urge to run out and buy something that you can't afford. Men plan, they save, they invest, they have a plan. It doesn't mean you gotta be killing it now, but you're not doing what boys do, which is overspend or spend money they don't have. The next thing that turns boys into men is when you realize that you don't need to surf TikTok, Instagram, OnlyFans, or porn all the time. Men have the ability, once again, to suppress the urge. They're not wasting their time. They understand that time is their most valuable asset, and how you choose to invest it each and every day is going to dictate where you go in life. And men understand that if you're wasting time here, you're not doing the things you need to do to build yourself up mentally, emotionally, financially. The reason why men don't consume themselves with these stupid apps that are wasting your time or on porn or chasing women is because they protect their mental health. They focus on it. And that's something that you do when you get a little bit older. When you're young, you don't worry about things like that. You don't know, right? And so you're more impulsive. Men focus on making sure that everything's cool upstairs. One thing that they do is learn to deal with their issues. Men don't carry around a lot of hurt, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment. If they've got it, they deal with it. They have hard conversations when they need to. And they have the ability to forgive not only other people, but themselves. And the last thing that turns boys into men is getting punched in the face, metaphorically speaking, by life. Guys, the one thing I need you to understand, we talked about it briefly in the beginning of this video. When you grow up and you struggle, it forces you to grow up faster. It forces you to become a man because you've seen things that a lot of times are reserved for people a little bit later on in life. But when you're young and you have to strive and you have to struggle and you see and go through hardship, it forms you into a stronger person because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And as a man, as you strive, you're going to get punched in the face by life. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And as a man, how are you going to handle it? Men pick themselves up. They don't allow these failures or these temporary setbacks to define who they are. They choose to get up. They choose to move forward. They choose to strive in the face of adversity as opposed to running from it. And that is what boys do. Guys, if you're a man, I would like to say congratulations. The world needs more of you. If you're a boy, you're going to grow up. But sometimes it takes life punching you in the face.